Broadcasting live from the Albay PIO News Center, providing you the most exclusive news update from all over the province. This is News at 12. In the local scene, the provincial government of Albay has launched 8.1 million pesos cash for work program to support livestock raisers displaced by Moyon's Alert Level 3 status. The initiative, led by Governor Noel E. Rosal, will benefit 623 livestock raisers whose livelihood were disrupted by ongoing volcanic activity. The program was proposed by the Albay Veterinary Office and the Albay Provincial Agricultural Office as a livelihood-based emergency intervention. The offices coordinated with the Provincial Social Welfare and Development Office to secure funding support for the Department of Social Welfare and Development. The intervention covers 9 cities and municipalities within the danger zones, including Camalig, Daraga, Ginubatan, Legazpi City, Ligao City, Tabago City, Santo Domingo, Bacacay, and Malilipot. Beneficiaries will be engaged for 30 days in activities focused on the care and survival of evacuated livestock. Tasks include forage and feed collection, processing, storage, as well as feeding and basic animal management in designated pooling sites. Each beneficiary will receive 13,050 pesos upon the completion of surveys for a total program payout of 8.13 million pesos. Provincial officials said the program aims to protect food security and preserve Albay's agricultural assets while providing income support during the evacuation period. In other story, the Albay Provincial Health Office finalized the floor plan for Pantao District Hospital in coordination with the Department of Health and the Department of Public Works and Highways. The coordination meeting focused on aligning the hospital design with national health facility standards and technical requirements. Officials reviewed the proposed layout, functioning areas, and key infrastructure components to support safe and efficient patient care. Health and engineering officials emphasized proper space allocation, efficient workflow, and full compliance with the Department of Health guidelines. The approved floor plan will serve as the basis for the next phases of hospital development and implementation. The initiative forms part of the ongoing efforts to strengthen local health systems and expand access to quality medical care in underserved areas of Albay. In a related story, residents of Western Albay are set to benefit from improved healthcare services with the upcoming opening of the PIO Duran Memorial District Hospital. The provincial government of Albay is completing regulatory and operational requirements to secure the hospital's license to operate. The new hospital is located in Barangay Karatagan and will serve patients from PIO Duran, nearby towns and parts of Masbate. The facility features a 50-bed capacity with emergency, delivery, operating, laboratory, dietary, and dialysis services. Officials said the hospital will help reduce congestion in other provincial hospitals and lower travel time and medical costs, especially during emergencies. In the national scene, Manila Water Foundation, the social development arm of Manila Water, marked another year of growth in 2025 by strengthening partnerships and expanding its water, sanitation, hygiene, and environmental programs across the Philippines. The foundation reported reaching 918,328 people nationwide through projects aimed at providing sustainable access to clean water, proper sanitation, and environmental care. In Tarlac, Quezon, and Basilan, 5,001 residents gained improved access to safe and reliable running water, while 358,175 people benefited from newly installed refrigerated drinking fountains, and 349,645 others gained better hygiene facilities. Through its Agape Disaster Response Program, the foundation provided emergency wash support to 20,725 households, helping communities cope during times of crisis. At La Mesa Eco Park, the group planted 14,132 native trees, prepared 2,550 seedlings, held 139 eco-learning sessions totaling 28,852 learning hours, and welcomed 117,396 visitors for environmental education and recreation. With 62 employee volunteers contributing 487 service hours and new sustainability efforts like floating wetlands, biosolid farming, and upcycling 92 kilograms of old uniforms into furniture, the foundation said it remains committed to expanding its impact as it prepares to celebrate its 21st anniversary. In other story, a teachers group on Saturday said praise from President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. should be matched with concrete action, including possible salary adjustments for educators. The Alliance of Concerned Teachers Act proposed raising the starting pay of public school teachers to 50,000 pesos, saying it could strengthen support for the profession. ACT Chair Ruby Bernardo said many teachers continue to face financial pressure as their base pay struggles to keep pace with the cost of living. She noted that existing allowances and benefits were gained through long-standing advocacy efforts, but said these may not fully address wage concerns. The group also referenced previous pay increases for other government personnel and said similar measures could be considered for teachers. In other news, the Philippine National Police PNP said on Sunday that its order on politically branded signages applies only within its own premises. PNP Chief General Jose Milencio Nartades Jr. stated that the policy covers materials displayed inside police stations, camps, offices, and other PNP facilities nationwide. He said the directive is intended to maintain political neutrality and professional standards in police workplaces. Nartades added that the order is based on Department of the Interior and Local Government Memorandum Circular Number 2026-006 and a PNP memorandum issued on February 2, 2026. The memoranda instruct all PNP units to remove signages, tarpaulins, posters, and other materials showing the names, images, or symbols of public officials on government-funded projects, citing the Constitution's principle that public office is a public trust. And in the news outside the country, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu will meet U.S. President Donald Trump in Washington on Wednesday to discuss negotiations with Iran, his office said. Netanyahu wants any talks with Iran to include limits on ballistic missiles and an end to support for Iran's regional allies. The meeting will be the sixth between the two leaders since Trump became president last year, following U.S.-Iran talks in Amman that are set to continue next week. Israel has taken a tougher stance than the U.S. on Iran, with Netanyahu warning that the country would respond with unprecedented force if attacked. In other story, North Korea's ruling party will hold its 9th Congress later this month, state media announced Sunday, marking its first major gathering since 2021. The decision was made at a meeting of top party leaders, including Kim Jong-un, who heads the Workers' Party of Korea, the state-run KCNA reported. The party Congress is a key political event in North Korea and can be used to announce policy changes or leadership decisions. Analysts expect Kim may address North Korea's nuclear capabilities and future strategic goals during the meeting. Pyongyang has also maintained relations with Russia, including sending troops to Ukraine and signing a mutual defense treaty in 2024. And finally, in the news outside the country with reference to the Philippines. The Philippines announced Friday it will seek to speed up negotiations with China on a South China Sea Code of Conduct, aiming to reach an agreement this year as an ASEAN chair. Foreign Secretary Teresa Lazaro said ASEAN and China will increase the frequency of working group meetings to monthly rather than every 3 months to advance discussions. Talks have been ongoing for years with disagreements over the code's legal status, scope, and rules, while multiple ASEAN members, including the Philippines, have overlapping claims with China. Lazaro said the objective is to develop an agreement that is effective and consistent with international law, noting recent submissions by member states, but cautioning that finalizing the code will remain challenging. And that's the news at 12 February 9, 2026. We'll be back tomorrow for more news updates. Thanks to our news writer, Albay PIO and Naomi Ruth Hernandez. And on the technical side, Tad Bobis. And our Provincial Information Officer, OIZ Marty Gonzalez. And under the supervision of our Governor, Noel E. Rizal, I am Greg Hallare. Thank you for subscribing. Albay in my heart.